Hi everyone, welcome to Token Topics, a channel all about crypto and blockchain. I hope everyone out there is doing great. The topic of this video is ISO cryptocurrencies. We're going to see which ISO 2022 tokens are the hottest to hold going into 2022 and beyond. Also, I want to show my listeners and viewers what I believe is a true flip of the switch moment. So, if you're wanting to learn more, you've come to the right spot. If you like the content, please hit the like and subscribe. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not sponsored or affiliated or paid by any of these projects that I'm about to talk about. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the first topic. Since we're going to be talking about banking and ISO compliant cryptocurrencies, this article is a pretty hot article to read. Very quick one too. This is from Yahoo News that the plumbing of the world's financial system has been replaced and almost nobody has noticed. If you've been subscribed to the channel, you've noticed. So banks and regulators around the world have managed to replace the plumbing of the entire financial system, even as almost nobody has noticed. And anybody in the cryptocurrency world, I'm pretty sure that they know what's going on. But if you're just an average everyday person plugged into the matrix, then yeah, you probably don't know what's going on with the new financial system. All right, so this is a second article from Yahoo Finance that the world institutional global wire transfers and cryptos have long stood at odds with one another, and the advent of cryptocurrency threatens to unseat international money wiring as centralized services. So yet, now, thanks to the ISO 2022, it seems that their services might be able to coexist and deliver the best of both worlds. But what are the crypto assets to buy in order to benefit from the coming standard? Luckily, there are a variety of ISO 2022 tokens and cryptos to pick through. All right, just to catch some people up to speed, the International Organization of Standardization is behind the creation of the ISO 2022 standard. The organization introduced ISO 2022 as a way to have one standard method of developing messages between financial institutions. Indeed, institutions all over the world use their own different coding and languages for these messages, which can make international transfers a very jumbled and disorganized process. This is why I don't believe this is going to be a one-chain world either. So ISO 2022 would consolidate all of the messaging formats into a single language, extensible markup language, or XML. So many organizations are starting to back the ISO 2022, notably the Society for the Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, or SWIFT, to put its support behind the standard in 2018. So most of this you could read through yourself. I'm going to put the link to this down below, but I just want to go over a couple areas that are nice. So right here, the U.S. government is helping to greatly expedite the adoption of the ISO 2022 as well. Imagine that, what's going on with the SEC, and this article is saying that the U.S. government is helping. Well, there are branches and there are bodies in the government that is definitely helping crypto go forward. The SEC right now, I don't know. So the Federal Reserve Board is saying that the Federal Reserve banks will adopt a standard in late 2023, which I believe is the true flip of the switch moment. I'm going to get to that more in just a moment in this video. So the backing of the FSR and SWIFT gives the ISO to 2022 a significant backing. So that gets you up to date basically. The ones that we know that are fully compliant is XRP, XLM, also IOTA and ALGO. Those are the ones that are compliant. Ripple XRP and Stellar XLM are not only compliant, but they are the members of the ISO 2022 standards body, which leads me to believe that Stellar XLM and XRP are the true standards. They are the originators of this whole ISO format. To put it simple, they are the standards. That's not to say that cryptos like XDC and IOTA and ALGO are not hot to hold as well, because especially XDC, keep your eye on XDC because global trade is massive. And the ones that are rumored to be compliant or going to be compliant in the future is Hedera Hashgraph, Cardano, and Quant, which are other great cryptocurrencies to hold, in my opinion. All right, so next topic. This is the Federal Register, the daily journal of the United States government. And so these are some notes here about the ISO tokens and what I believe is the true flip of the switch moment, which it says right here in the summary. It says that the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System is announcing that the Federal Reserve Banks will adopt the ISO 20022 message format for the Fedwire Fund Service. The board is requesting the public comment on a revised plan for migrating the Fedwire Funds Service to the ISO 20022 message format. Specifically, the board is proposing that the Federal Reserve Bank would adopt the ISO message format on a single day, which would be a true flip of the switch moment, then in 3 separate phases as previously proposed. This single day migration would be targeted for and would be no earlier than November of 2023. So sometime in November 2023. Don't put your head down and give your hopes up, though, if you're holding, because I'll get to that in just a second. I got great news, actually. So adopting the ISO 20022 for the Fedwire Fund Service is part of the broader set of strategic initiatives. Now, please keep in mind, this is why I'm going to separate the two from the Board of Governors, the Federal Reserve, the Fedwire system from the Swiss system. We have to distinguish the two. So go further down on these notes. I'm going to put the link to this down below. It's pretty long. But we go right here. Here's a target date of November 2022. So this might be confusing for some of the listeners or viewers saying, well, what are these different dates? So it looks as if, it says right here, SWIFT will allow its users to begin sending the ISO 2002 messages and will require users to receive ISO 2022 messages. So right there, what it looks to me like they're going to start to enable it, they're going to allow for it, and what we're going to see is probably a gradual rise of utility. We're also going to see a settlement. I'm talking specifically about Ripple and XRP right now. We're most likely going to see a settlement. That settlement is going to cause a price boom by itself. Also, utility out of not only XRP, but Stellar, XDC, IOTA, and Algorand, especially as more and more are going to start using it. They're going to love the speed. The product is going to sell itself, basically. I think so. We are going to start to see a lot more utility leading up to that point. But the true flip of the switch moment seems to be right here, November 23rd or later. It says right here, the reserve banks are proposing to implement the ISO 20022 messages for the Fedwire Funds Service on a single day. That's the flip of the switch. So leading up to that, it looks like some are going to get comfortable. They're going to get on board. They're going to start to use it. But this is going to be the tipping point where they're going to say everybody's got to be on board. You either got to play ball or leave, or not use the service, rather. Okay, so there's more to this too. So to reduce risk associated with the flip of the switch, I'm just going to say flip of the switch right there, the single day implementation. So to reduce, there's going to be risk with that. This is why they're saying, okay, I don't think we should do like 100% like at that one time. This is why they're going to start to use some of it before then. And SWIFT is going to be, we're going to see that being used through SWIFT. So to reduce the risk with a single day implementation of the ISO standard for the Fedwire Fund Service, the reserve banks would require rigorous testing in 3 different environments. Specifically, the reserve banks would enable authorized Fedwire Fund Service participants and software vendors to use readiness portal features within my standards to ensure that their ISO messages would conform to the Fedwire Fund Service requirements. Right here, that the Reserve Bank would introduce a second DIT environment 9 to 12 months ahead of implementation date. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see some utility price. We're going to see some price, especially with the settlement. And I'm talking specifically about XRP right now. But any of the other ones like XLM, IOTA, XDC, love XDC, any of those to be stacking right now before any of this implementation is crucial. Now, going right back to XRP, do I think that we could see a double-digit XRP before November 2022 2023? Absolutely. Absolutely. Just the settlement alone, I think it's going to get maybe close to double digits. See, if it breaks $10 because of the settlement, that would be amazing. So let's not give our hopes up too much though. But being realistic, 2023, November of 2023, that's when I think that the true, like as some would say that, you know, the Phoenix will rise or whatever. That's going to be a lot of money flowing through there because that's everybody, like I said, everybody's got to be on board during that time. All right, everyone. Keep your crypto safe with a decent biometric wallet from IOTA. Buy it through Token Topics and receive a $10 off coupon. I am affiliated with Decent Wallet, and I personally use them myself, and I do enjoy the wallet. It's going to continue to hold until we see this thing explode. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below. I want to say thanks for watching Token Topics. Y'all take care out there.